All right, welcome back to Perdido Key Gaming. Today we're doing Cosmic Encounter, a pretty old game. I remember it being around in the early 80s and things like that. Huge presence online. This one, Fantasy Flight Games, of course, 2018. Anyway, it's pretty simple game. I mean, there are some interesting little things that change it up and everything. But anyway, so you get a quick start guide, rules of play, a bunch of counters, cardboard, easily punched out. See, some of them already fell out. I've been messing around with this, reading the rules, seeing most of it has not changed, I would say. A stack of cards which are used in the game. Plastic counters for your, or plastic miniatures for your gameplay, and the cards to that you know, your civilization, I guess, is the, along with some other stuff. But like I said, it's pretty easy to play. There's, you, depending on how many people you got, two to five players, or 2 to 6, 1, 2. You got the greens, you got the purples, the reds, the yellows, and the blues. So, yeah, not bad on the components. They seem pretty, I mean, you're not going to have a board or anything. You just play it straight on the tabletop. Okay. Oops. Got loose. Urgh. Let's see. So, quick start guide kind of does a little playthrough of the game, involving, you know, a cute little guy and some comic book style explanation, very basic explanation of the rules. So that's nice. Very curt. And the rule book itself is 20 pages long. Rules of play. Break out your components. So the big cards are the alien sheets. You got all those smaller cards are encounter cards, reinforcement cards, artifact cards, tech cards, destiny cards, cosmic combo cards, flare cards, colony markers, hyperspace gate, which you point to the place that you're going to attack, Genesis planet, grudge tokens, lunar cannon token. Pretty basic components. So you set up by choosing your player color. You get the ships, which, you know, you can't create any more ships. You just have to use the 20 that you have. That's it. So I mean, there's no economic model or anything like that. You put your ships on the planet. You put the colony track with the colony markers. You take the destiny cards that correspond with the color of the players and shuffle them into the wild and special destiny to create the destiny deck. Any cards that correspond to the color you put back in the box. You choose your aliens. You prepare the cosmic deck, deal hands. Starting hand of 8 cosmic cards to each player. You can look at your cards, but you can't show them to other players unless you're an idiot. Choose the first player. The youngest player gets to be the first player, you know. Or you can roll a die. But so you got your planets, and what you're trying to do basically is to set up colonies, enough colonies, 5 colonies total, and you win the game. All right. If 2 people reach it, that both of them win. So it's pretty basic. There's no destroy all your players' ships, because they're really never destroyed. They just go into the right here into the cosmic warp, you know, but they stay there or get off to the side. And you got your attack cards, negotiate cards, you morph. They got a bunch of rules. Instead of you got attack versus attack versus negotiate, negotiate versus negotiate, morph versus any other card. The alien sheets now, this is where the game is really never the same. Each of the aliens has a particular power that they can use, which is a good thing. I mean, sometimes it turns out that you're not invited to a battle, but you can put yourself into the battle if you want. You know, because I mean, you do get your colony. Also, some of the powers might be a little strong, some might be, you know, just right, everything like that. Artifact cards, reinforcements give you plus to your attacks. No encounter cards. That could be, you know, they have to follow a special rule. Then gives an example of some of the encounters that could happen. Variants, advanced game, technology, acquiring new tech, and clarifications on all this. Then a couple of pages worth of credits, revised edition. You know, like I said, this game has been around for, I mean, I remember reading about it, I think in the like early 80s or maybe even the 70s. Anyway, then you got a quick reference of the whole turn sequence, which is nice. And like I said, the counters come out pretty easy. They're punched out, everything like that. So, but yeah, so here's you know, a couple of examples of the races, as it were. Let's see. So you got your amoeba, and you have the power to ooze. It's main player only, optional, and you're planning as main player after encounter cards are selected before they're revealed. If you have at least one ship in the encounter, you may use this power to increase or decrease the number of ships you have in the encounter. So you can remove some or all of your ships to your colonies, or you can add as many ships as you want from any of your colonies. If you win the encounter but have no ships left in it, you cannot receive a colony. So, you know, antimatter, main player, it's mandatory. You have the power of negation. As a main player, after both you and your opponent reveal attack cards, use this power to make the lower total win. So when this power is used, your ships, as well as any offensive defensive values, ships are subtracted from the appropriate size card. Your opponent's total is otherwise figured normally. So, I mean, you got different ones. Calculator, Demon, Fido, Fodder. So, you know, 51 different races. So that makes for definitely a different game every single time. Yeah, I understand the game can be pretty quick. Only played this many years ago, and I don't even remember which alien race I had, you know. So, but yeah, a bunch of different cards. The cards are slick. They seem pretty sturdy, so it looks like, you know, they're not going to get ripped up that much during multiple plays of the game. And the alien card's pretty stiff themselves. So. Anyway, that's it on Cosmic Encounter. Hope you enjoyed the short review of this game. If you do, please hit like, subscribe, leave some comments. Let me know in the comments, you know, what you think about the game, and we'll see you on next Wednesday. Anyway, that's all I have for today.